When a British monarch is crowned, an elaborate ceremony takes place which resembles the ritual crowning of King Solomon of ancient Israel. King Solomon ruled over ancient Israel and had extensive knowledge of the Kabbalah, which he used to communicate with demons.
Solomon was anointed king, the priest known as Zadok, and the prophet known as Nathan, so thou be anointed, blessed and consecrated, queen over all the people.
King Solomon is the single most important figure in the occult teachings of world international Freemasonry. The ancient Goetia is a book of powerful invocations and spells written by King Solomon. These ancient spells and evocations were used to summon spirits who were then psychically tortured and forced to serve King Solomon. The Goetia contains descriptions of 72 demons, some of whom control their own army of lesser demons. King Solomon evoked and imprisoned these spirits in a bronze vessel sealed using magic symbols. The Goetia explains how the spirits can be compelled into obedience. The Goetia describes a demonic royal hierarchy of spirits, many of which are referred to as knights, princes, and kings. King Solomon ruled ancient Israel from the year 970 to 928 BC. Satanists, occultists, and Freemasons worldwide venerate the memory of King Solomon, who owned a magic ring engraved with a symbol called the Seal of Solomon. This gave him power over the invisible monarchy of demons. This Seal of Solomon is better known as the Star of David. It is this symbol which is encoded into the $1 bill. It is also the flag of Israel. is this symbol, which was used to invoke and control Asmodeus, one of the senior spirit kings in the infernal monarchy of hell. Well, David Icke's book, The Biggest Secret, is one of my all-time favourite books. There is a section in there talking about a character called Pindar, who apparently is the boss of some of these satanic councils or satanic groups in America, and he also attends rituals in Europe. And according to some of the sources which David Icke used for his book, Pindar, this character, is otherwise known as the Marquis de Libou, or the Marquis of Libou. So there is a section in the book saying, you know, can you give us any more information? And David Icke requests the reader, you know, if you've got any information, then come forward. Now, a good friend of mine actually wrote a book called The Way of the Dragon, and it's an excellent book. It's all in French, and I have French grandparents, so it's quite easy for me to be able to research ancient French documents. Now, Libou was suggested to me by my friend as possibly being an anagram of the old French term, which is Bilou or Biliou. Now, Bilou is a plural of the word Belial, and Belial means demon, and Biliou is an old French term for the plural, which is demons. So if Libou is an anagram of Bilou, and I believe it is, this man is attending the satanic councils. Apparently he arrives in a white Rolls Royce or some white limousine, and he calls himself the Marquis of Demons, or the Marquis of Demons. Now, that's absolutely fascinating, because many of the 72 spirits which we see described in the Howling, the Book of Howling, otherwise known as the Goetia, it's also known as the Book of Shadows, many of the 72 spirits there were, you know, you've got all these instructions of how to summon these spirits. Many of them are marquises, many of them are dukes, presidents, kings. I would say probably around a quarter of them have a rank of marquis or equivalent to a marquis. And if you conjure these spirits using the information which you find in the Goetia and also in other medieval grimoires, you will see that in your mind's eye these spirits often appear riding dragons or griffins, or they hold serpents in their hands, and at your command they will take the form of a human being. At the magician's command they will take the form of a human. But if you look at the sketches which have been used to illustrate many different versions of the Goetia, you will see that many of these spirits are they have royal rank, like a marquis or an earl or a duke, king, and there is definitely reptilian symbology, and if you command the spirit to take on a human form, it will do, and it will shapeshift. So I think there's many parallels with with my research into the medieval grimoires and the Goetia, which dates back probably to Sumeria and Babylon, and the research which is presented in The Biggest Secret, which is one of my all-time favourite books.